Welcome to 734 Games. This is your host, Tom, and today is Retro Time. This is going to be our new show. We're going to cover some PlayStation 2 games. I just recently acquired a PlayStation 2, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm picking up some of my old favorites. So right now we're playing Rise to Honor with Jet Li. And it's a game it kind of reminds, if you're a new school gamer, it's going to remind you of Sleeping Dogs. But long before Sleeping Dogs, there was Rise to Honor with Jet Li. And this was a Sony PlayStation 2 exclusive done by Sony. Really fun game. It's a game you get bullet time. And I mean, if you want to pick up a PS2, PS2s are going for about $50 at your local shops. Again, right here in Michigan, we got a Disc Replay. And they're like a small chain around here. And I got my PS2 for $50. And I got a little thing to clean out the disk drive. It runs great. I mean, this thing is probably 20 years old, and or almost 20 years old. And I'm just enjoying the hell out of my PlayStation 2. I still have my PlayStation 4, still playing Days Gone By. I'm gonna get you guys a review on that. But now I had to get an HDMI thing for this adapter for this thing, which is it wasn't too expensive. I think it was around $10 on Amazon. So it's something like if you're gonna pick up a PlayStation 2, be advised that especially you guys who are kind of younger gamers or gamers who are just getting into the retro games. The TVs were a little bit different back then. Now they didn't have HDMI, so the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 2 was built for CRT TVs. So it's kind of weird, but it's a great console, a lot of really cool old games, and it is a lot of fun to be had. So retro games are pretty awesome right now, and if Microsoft and Sony do get together and do a cloud gaming thing, retro games are probably going to be worth a lot of money. A lot of people they're really going to blow up because cloud gaming is not a lot of fun. A lot of the multiplayer is really blown out of proportion. I mean, yeah, people say cloud gaming is the future, and it is. Cloud gaming is the future the way electric cars are the future. Yeah, electric cars are the future, but they're going to be fuel cell, and later on they're going to be like electromagnetic microwave. So the electric cars that you see now have nothing to do with the future. Just like the cloud games you see now really have very little to do with the future. I mean, playing legacy games like this in the cloud is not the future of gaming. Playing legacy games on on an old console like this is a lot of fun. So yeah, it probably cost you about $60. I got this game for like $5. I found it at a store around here, just a little store, a little Dollar King, and it's a lot of fun. It was one I remember from back in the day, and I'm really enjoying it. So I have to definitely recommend Jet Li's Rise to Honor. Check it out. You can see some of the footage. I mean, it might look a little different right now because when you're running it through, I had to do some things, play with the contrast a little bit when I recorded it. It definitely looks fine when you're when you're watching it on the screen. So it looks a little bit different than this, but I enhanced it some so you could see it because it was kind of weird when it didn't translate as well. But I did something with OBS. I use OBS, and there's a lot of settings you can use with OBS to get it to look right. So next time when I do a retro video, it's definitely going to look exactly how it looked on the screen. This is your host Tom signing off from Retro Time at 734 Games. 734 Games, where gaming is alive.